Dennis. I'm sorry I ain't been posting to my regular schedule. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Life happens, right? So we do what we got to do. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and prep me a chuck roast to slow cook for about 3 hours tomorrow so it'll fall apart and just be Y'all know how that goes. So what I'm going to do now, I've got it in the refrigerator. I've got my onion soup mix already mixed up. And what I'm going to do is rub it with some SPG after I inject it. And then we're going to let it sit overnight in the fridge. And then tomorrow, we're going to do a low and slow. And I guarantee you it's going to be really good. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the easy part. And then tomorrow, we'll do the fun part. See y'all in a minute. Okay, so I have a really pretty 2.5 pound chuck roast. I'm going to take it and inject it with some onion soup mix. Y'all have seen me do this before. And I'll tell you what, there is no better way to make a nice, juicy chuck roast than with onion soup mix. All right, I'm using a really big hold injector. Also, just mixed up the soup. And what we're going to do, we're going to stick it in here. I'm going into the fat now, which is a little bit more difficult. Go into the meat. And I got the large bore. You can see it's coming out. It's going to do that. I got the large bore because we're going to be dealing with some onions. And I want the onions to be able to get in there as well. All right. Okay, we're going to take and just go into the meat about halfway through. And you're going to see it come out. I mean, it's going to do that. But what this is going to do is give us a little internal marinade. And this is going to add to the flavor a lot. If it comes out, don't worry about it. We're going to let this sit overnight. So any juices that come out, it's still going to soak in them. But you want to go in several different places. Yeah, so all right, it shoots out good. That means we're getting coverage. Okay. So I'm going to take the rest of it and I'm just going to put it on the outside. We're going to slap a little bit of seasoning on it that we're going to wait till tomorrow to, it's going to soak all night long, so it's going to be good. So let me get this stuff out of the way, slap some seasoning on it, be right back. Okay, so now I've got it sitting in there. I'm going to go ahead and coat it with some Kinder's, the blend, which is salt, pepper, garlic. I'll coat it pretty liberally. I'll flip it up on this side. I'm not going to worry about the bottom. We'll put that when we put it on the grill tomorrow. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to cover it. I'm going to leave it sit like that for about 12 to 14 hours. And then we're going to throw it on one of the grills. I don't know which one. And we're going to cook it about 275 degrees until we hit an internal of 200. Then we're going to slice it up. And it's going to be good. All right, so I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight. We'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, so we had our chuck roast in the refrigerator overnight, full of onion soup, marinating the bottom of it, just soaking in onion soup. We put our rub on it last night on the top side. Now it's time to put it on the egg. I'm bringing the egg up to 250 degrees. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on because the egg's been hot for a while. I'm just goofing around with the temperature. All right, so that's the bottom side of it. Now I want to put my Kinder's the Blend on here. So we get that side seasoned up too. And I'm going to hang on to this rest of this onion soup. I might use it for moisture if it starts drying out. I expect this cook to take about 3 to 4 hours. I am going to 190 internal, and I'm going to pull it and let it rest. But that is a good looking piece of meat. All right, let's shut it down. I do have my ThermoPro Temp Spike Pro in there because I'm going to have to run some errands. And it does have Wi-Fi capability, so I'll be able to keep an eye on what's going on the grill while I'm gone. So we'll see y'all in a couple hours when we check on it. All right, we've been rolling for about an hour and a half. Let's take a look at that. Doesn't that look good? We're at 130 degrees internal right now. So I'm going to take the rest of this soup that we had left over. I'm just going to drizzle it over the top. Just to help keep a little bit of moisture going on there. I'll put the rest of it back, and we're going to let it go to cooking. We're going to 190. We got 60 degrees to go. See you in a few. Okay, so we finally hit 190 internal. Take a look at that. Isn't that a pretty piece of meat? All right, let's get it off of there and get it in a pan and get it covered up with tin foil. And we're going to let it rest. Ooh, that sounds good, don't it? Pull my temperature probe out. Let y'all take another good look at this thing in the sun. How about that? All right, I'm going to cover this thing up and take it in the house and let it rest for about an hour and a half or so. And then we'll cut it up and we'll see what we got. See y'all after a while. Okay, so we've rested it for about an hour and a half. I went ahead and took a cut down the middle like that. Let's see what it looks like. Now, let's see what it tastes like. Total cook time was about 3.5 hours. Let me get down here with this thing. Wow. That thing, well, just that little piece. Man. This is my wife's favorite recipe for chuck roast. You can see her back there in the background. So, that is good. If you cook it low and slow like this, it's tender, it's juicy, didn't wrap it, and it is really good. So I'm going to put the recipe down in the description. I'm also going to put our Amazon link. Y'all click on that to help the channel. And I'm going to leave it at that for today. Until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.